Did you know that your mental health can affect your blood pressure? Blood pressure, a critical physiological metric, represents the force with which your circulating blood impacts the walls of your blood vessels. It's influenced by many factors, including diet, exercise, and genetics. But one aspect often overlooked is the significant role psychological factors play in regulating blood pressure. We're not just talking about the occasional stress or anxiety. Chronic stress, long-term anxiety, depression, certain personality traits, and even the quality of your social support can all influence your blood pressure levels. Understanding these factors can help us manage our blood pressure more effectively, leading to better cardiovascular health. So, are you ready to explore this connection further? Let's delve into these psychological factors and how they affect our blood pressure. First, we have stress, a common psychological factor affecting many of us. Stress is like a switch triggering the body's fight or flight response. This involves a surge of hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, which in turn increases heart rate and constricts blood vessels, thereby raising blood pressure. The issue arises when stress becomes chronic. This constant state of alert can lead to a prolonged elevation of blood pressure, increasing the risk of hypertension and cardiovascular diseases. But don't fret. There are effective ways to manage stress and in turn, lower blood pressure. Techniques such as mindfulness, deep breathing, and meditation activate a relaxation response, a state of deep rest that changes the physical and emotional responses to stress. By incorporating these techniques into our daily routines, we can keep stress at bay and maintain healthier blood pressure levels. Now, moving on to anxiety, another psychological factor that can influence our blood pressure. Anxiety, much like stress, can lead to spikes in our blood pressure. The surge in adrenaline that accompanies anxiety and panic attacks can heighten our sympathetic nervous system activity, temporarily increasing heart rate and constricting our blood vessels. This results in a sudden rise in blood pressure. For those who grapple with anxiety disorders, these blood pressure spikes may not be just momentary. They may experience chronically elevated blood pressure, especially in stressful situations. This chronic elevation poses a significant risk as it can lead to long-term health issues such as hypertension and heart disease. However, there are effective ways to manage these anxiety-induced blood pressure spikes. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help individuals understand and change thought patterns leading to anxiety. Similarly, relaxation techniques such as deep breathing exercises, yoga, and mindfulness can be beneficial. But anxiety and stress aren't the only psychological factors to consider. Depression can also play a role. Depression, a common mental health issue, can also affect our blood pressure. Depression is often linked with disruptions in the autonomic nervous system, which is vital for regulating blood pressure. This dysregulation can lead to a higher resting blood pressure, posing an increased risk of hypertension. Depression's impact isn't just immediate. Over time, untreated depression can further destabilize blood pressure control mechanisms, potentially leading to chronic hypertension. There's an important silver lining though. Treating depression can help normalize these pressure fluctuations. This can be achieved through a combination of therapy, medication, and supportive lifestyle changes. It's essential to understand that managing depression is not just about improving mental health, but it's also a crucial step in maintaining healthy blood pressure levels and overall cardiovascular health. While these factors are crucial, let's not forget about the role our personality traits and social relationships play. Our personality traits and social relationships can also influence our blood pressure. Just as we have unique fingerprints, our personalities also differ, and some traits might predispose us to higher blood pressure. For instance, people with type A personalities characterized by competitiveness and impatience, or those with hostile tendencies, often exhibit increased blood pressure levels. These traits can lead to chronic stress and unhealthy coping mechanisms, further driving up blood pressure. On the flip side, social support plays a protective role. Research suggests that strong social connections can help maintain healthy blood pressure levels. Conversely, isolation and loneliness are linked with elevated blood pressure and a higher risk of cardiovascular disease. Cultivating meaningful relationships and seeking support from loved ones can have a positive impact on blood pressure regulation. Whether it's through managing stress, adopting healthier lifestyle habits, or nurturing supportive relationships, taking care of our mental health is as crucial as taking care of our physical health. Remember, a holistic approach to both physical and psychological well-being is key to maintaining healthy blood pressure levels.